Question 10a is a simultaneous equation question, and it's worth quite a few marks, worth 4 marks. So the first thing we should notice when we're looking at our equation is that the x's are not the same and the y's aren't the same. And we know that we need to make them the same in order to be able to either add them or subtract them to eliminate one of our unknowns. So the first thing I'll have a look at is how I can make those the same. So if I multiply that top one, our first equation, equation 1, by, let's say, 2, and multiply the bottom one by 3, then that should make my x's the same. So let's try it. So 3x times 2 would be 6x, 2y times 2 would be 4y, and 27 times 2 is 54. I'll call that my equation 1. And then for the second one, times it by 3, 2x times 3 is 6x, 2 times, minus 5y times 3 is minus 15y, and 37 times 3, well, you've got your calculator to check, but that's 111. And we're going to call that our second equation. Now, because my x's are both positive here, then the only way I can get rid of them is by subtracting them. And if I can notice here, I've got my 4y, which is positive, and my minus 15y, which is negative. So if I do equation 1 minus equation 2, because I'm going to be minus and a minus, that should give me a positive y, which makes it a bit easier. So 6x take away 6x is nothing. 4y minus a minus 15y gives me 19y. And 54 minus 111 gives me minus 57. Now, minus 57, I've got 19 in front of y, so to get rid of that I divide by 19. So that gives me minus 57 divided by 19, which is minus 3. So I know that y is minus 3. Now we know to find our other unknown in x, we just substitute y equals minus 3 into an equation. So I'm just going to substitute that into equation 1. So I've got 6x plus 4 lots of minus 3 equals 54. So 6x minus 12 is 54. And so 6x equals, adding the 12 on to the right hand side gives me 66. And so x is going to be 66 divided by 6, which is 11. Just to recap that again, the 4 times minus 3 gave me the minus 12. And so to get the minus 12 over to the other side, I added it to both sides. So 54 add 12 gave me 66. And then to get rid of the 6, which is multiplying the x, I divide by 6. So 66 divided by 6 gives me 11. Now I could check this if I wanted to quickly in my head. So maybe pick in the first equation, 3x plus 2y is 27. That means 3 times 11 plus 2 lots of minus 3 equals 27. Well, now I know 3 11s is 33. 2 lots of minus 3 would be minus 6, and 33 minus 6 is 27, so I know that I've got that correct. Now, for part B, it's asked me to solve this algebraic fraction, which is also an equation. So 3 plus x over 2 plus 2x minus 11 over 11 equals 13. Now, what we've got to do here is try to get rid of the denominators to make it easier for us. So if I write out the whole set of our algebraic fraction, now I want to get rid of the 11 and I want to get rid of the 2. Now I know that by using Mr. Smiles' method here, that I can make myself a common denominator on the left hand side, and if I then times both sides by that, that will get rid of my denominator. So firstly, if I do 3 plus x times 11, so I've got 11 times 3 plus x. So that's this arrow. Then I'm going to do this one. So plus 2 times 2x minus 1 over, so the last one, 2 times 11, 22, and that equals 13. So then multiplying the top, 11 times 3 is 33, 11 times x is 11x, 2 times 2x is 4x, and 2 times a minus 1 is minus 2. And to get rid of that divide by 22, I'm going to times by 22. So we've got 13 times 22 on the top. And so 33 minus 2 gives me 31 on the left hand side. 11x plus 4x is 15x. And 13 times the 22 is 286. So what do I need to solve this? Well, I need to get rid of that 31 first. So I'm going to take away 31 from both sides. So 15x is going to be 255. And then to get rid of that 15, I'm going to divide both sides by 15. So 255 divided by 15 gives me 17. So I've got my final answer, x equals 17.